everyone, and welcome to another episode of Disqualified. I am Beltless Trevin, joined by our main roster predictions champion Caleb.
Hola!
And our cameraman and producer and current NXT predictions champion Zach is behind the camera.
Yes, we are here to talk about a pretty big episode of NXT.
Yeah.
Very big episode of NXT. Quite a lot happened. We got a 20 Women's Battle Royal to end out the show. We have a tag team triple threat match for number one contendership.
Yeah.
For the NXT tag titles.
Yes. A lot of things announced as next week is the go-home show for Halloween Havoc taking place on the 25th.
Yes.
Yes.
My favorite show of the year.
And Zach will have to defend his belt.
Indeed. It will not be hard.
Oh no!
This card is actually stacked.
Oh no!
Oh, I've always won the stacked ones.
You ain't wrong.
I don't think he's right either.
No. But anyway, speaking of stacked cards, we open with a promo with Ricky Sainz addressing what happened last week in the Survivor Series match and is pissed off at Trick for abandoning him to make it a 1v4.
So, let me get this straight. The champion is challenging someone to a fight.
Yeah.
He wants the smoke.
He wants the smoke.
A champion is challenging someone to a fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the internet is commenting, still no Oba to be seen. Because Trick does respond, and it is official for Halloween Havoc. Ricky Sainz versus Trick Williams for the NXT Championship.
I think we see Oba return to Halloween Havoc.
Probably. Because we still need that Trick v. Oba one final time in NXT.
You need a comically large casket
I was about to
to
say.
sit by ringside.
He is the size of Frankenstein's monster.
I was like,
Deer.
cool, we can't see it. All I see is blinds.
Yeah.
All Trevin sees is wall.
Wall. Much like a lot of people when they meet Oba. Wall.
Yeah, but you need a comically large casket in the graveyard of the set, just standing up, so Oba could just poof, punch through it.
A comically small.
No, he can't fit in there.
No, make it small so it throw people off its scent, but have it be a secret entrance so he climbs out of it from under the ramp.
Like a trapdoor.
Yeah.
He busts through the top.
It's complicated, but it's
Do you
funny.
guys think they're gonna suddenly just elevate the stage for one night?
No idea.
They
It'd be funny,
they
though.
elevated the ramp.
I mean, they're gonna be in Arizona, so it's gonna be different, but
Yeah.
I don't know what venue they're gonna be in.
I don't know either. But it'd be funny if that's how it happened.
I don't think that's how it's gonna happen. Unless they do the connected ramp to ring thing, then I could see it happening.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so Ricky challenges Trick. That's our opening promo. Now, our opening match.
To the loudest pop I've heard on an NXT show for a while.
That severely gets changed at the end of the night.
Yes. We have a grudge match between one Josh Briggs of NXT fame and one complete Matt Cardona.
Woo, woo, woo.
He sadly does not use that song tonight.
I know. I wanted to hear our radio.
Yes, but when Matt Cardona's music hits, brother, I'm pretty sure there was seismic activity from how loud that crowd was.
Oh, yes. And then Briggs comes out. Silence.
Briggs, go away. Briggs, go away. Briggs, go away.
Oh, dude, it is.
Yeah, that chant was said during a decent chunk of this match. But speaking of this match, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of cooked. The mat spots were good. The brick spots were basic, but I didn't hate them.
I was just a fan of the gimmick. I mean, I like Zack Ryder's work, or Matt Cardano's work. It's fine. It's serviceable. It's nothing to write home about. He doesn't really do anything too crazy. How do I say this in a nice way? He's in the Miz camp of wrestlers for me.
Mm.
He's good. He's a decent hand.
Yeah.
And he can talk. He's always there. He always gets a response. Steady hand.
Yep. And he's always there because he is safe. He doesn't do any too big moves to risk injury.
You're never going to talk about a 5-star Matt Cardona match.
Yeah.
Never going to talk about a 5-star Miz match.
Yeah.
I don't even think Miz has sniffed close to a 5-star match in his career. So, like,
Yes.
they're in the same boat, and I kind of find Briggs in that same boat, but for, like, big guys, he is like a big Cass. He is a big threat, but you see him, he's threatening, but he eats a loss, then he eats another loss, then he gets his heat back, then he eats another loss.
Yep. And it was all Matt Cardona for most of this match as he was playing to the crowd, going to get them excited. Briggs, of course, gained some offense in, but 90% of the offense was Matt Cardona. Matt goes for a big move. Boom! 1, 2, 3? What?
Yeah. You thought Matt was gonna win?
What?
You thought a TNA contracted person was gonna win on this show? Hey, look, it's no longer Showdown, buddy. We don't have to put you over.
He's got good.
They said, look, we had our friendly competition. You guys got 2 wins last week. Fuck out of here.
WWE, what the?
Brother, they are buying them. They are prepping to buy them. This is the humiliation ritual part of it. I'm just kidding. I think they are going to buy them, but
Yeah,
I'm
no,
kidding about the humiliation.
it is blatantly obvious of either they getting bought out or they are extending that contract, much like how AEW has their nubby little fingers on a lot of brands.
Or you know that one chair that's in hotel rooms? Wait. I don't mean to imply that TNA likes that, but it's seeming like they like their championship doing something else. We'll move on from that.
But speaking of people from other brands visiting tonight, we have...
Triple A!
Yeah! With their Latin American champion, Dr. Wagner, taking on Lexis King, the idiot.
Once again, like the first match.
Yeah. I was less excited about this match than I was the opening match. I didn't even know this match was happening. I saw Dr. Wagner come out and I was like, who are you fighting? Oh, the idiot.
It got made last week during the show.
Okay.
Man, let me just say, it is weird what they're doing. This match was a complete wash. Wagner whips Lexus's ass. Like, there was no need to even really talk about the match. No big spots happened. Now Ethan is going into Halloween Havoc.
Yep, and he's like, look, we've talked about each other, we've biggered about each other on our shows. Let's settle this feud once and for all. I'll put my title on the line at Halloween Havoc, and we can have ourselves a match.
So now either Triple A champion loses, and then there's implication that Ethan should go after that title.
Or Dr. Wagner becomes a double champion.
And at that point, if you're going to go that route, why not just do title for title?
Yes, because it's not a title for title. It's just for the Canadian North American Championship at Halloween Havoc. But Dr. Wagner gets to pick the stipulation because he saw Ava after he received the notification that the match is officially. He's like, hey, Eva, mind if I make it a little thematic? It will be a Day of the Dead match at Halloween Havoc, which Dr. Wagner explains just basically means an anything goes match.
He doesn't explain that on the episode. It's just Day of the Dead match, which
he does say, and Ethan, that means anything goes.
I'm guessing casket-esque situation. But we shall see. Man, all the matches, I don't care. You should not have stipulations made going in. I mean, you should have stipulations just in case, like matches just in case, but
where's the
spin
wheel?
the wheel, make a deal. That's the whole point of Halloween Havoc. You spin the wheel. That's your match type.
Especially,
have fun.
They did that last year for all of the title matches.
I don't know if they're going to do it this year now because they lost their fucking host every year because they released Shotzi.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, well, Scarlett can go fill that. Oh.
Aleister Black.
He's too serious, spooky.
Yeah, he's too serious, spooky.
Not fun time, cheesy horror movie spooky.
Yes.
He could swap for the one night.
With the feud he has going on, no. That'd be a weird pivot from kayfabe.
There is someone, but we'll get to her when we get to the main event of the night. But next, we have Blake and Zarya going 1-on-1.
Yep, because Blake has been poking at Zaruka a little bit, being like, why does Zarya have a title? Is Zarya jealous? Is Soul being a little greedy?
In backstage, Zarya's like, well, I don't understand why you have a spot in the Battle Royal.
No, she notices that Soul's in ring gear, and it's like, I didn't see your name in any matches on the card today. And Soul is like, yeah, I got a last minute spot in the Battle Royal. And Zarya's like, you're going after a third title? We already got business going after the tag titles. Why are you going after the women's title now? Like, can you save some for me?
Yep, and then she says, you know what, never mind, I'm going to go do this alone. And then we get to the match. In Blake Monroe, shoulder pads? More on this at 9. Yeah, so Blake Monroe and Zarya have a, you know what? Best singles match of the night.
Yeah.
Best singles match of the night.
Yeah.
Is it the only singles match of the night?
No.
This is the third.
There are 3 1v1s. And this is the third of the 3 1v1s.
I was going to say, that'd be really funny if it was the only singles.
Brother, if this is a PLE and we're rating these matches, Briggs and Cardona gets like a 2.5. And Wagner and Lexus gets like a 1.5.
Yeah.
They're not good
Yeah,
matches.
this was more about storytelling than the matches, but
Yeah, so Blake and Zarya have a, like I said, fairly standard, but good, very good.
Yeah.
1v1.
Yep.
Zarya is overpowering Blake for a majority of the match.
Blake is playing a little more technically. She's going for the opening still. But Zarya's just, you leave an opening, I'm going to beat your brakes. Blake is more like, I'm doing the little damage. I'm trying to get in there and get out quick.
There was a moment where she went for like a standing switch and then tried to turn it into like a back to belly suplex or something like that. And Zarya's just like, what do you think you're doing?
And she's like, one, that's a stupid move. 2, let me show you how it's really done.
Yeah. But in the end.
Yep. Blake rolls out trying to catch her breath, but it's like, time to play dirty. Grabs a chair.
So here comes Sol Ruka to the rescue.
Yep. She grabs the chair, but the ref is like, hey, you mind getting off the apron and getting rid of that chair? They bicker a little bit about how could you even let the chair get introduced in the first place? And Blake takes out her hair comb from the back of her head.
And like Solo Sikoa with the Samoan spike, just jabs that motherfucker into Zarya's throat,
causing Zarya to lose her breath. Beauty shock DDT. 1, 2, 3.
Blake Monroe picks up a win over Zarya.
Yep.
Which means, in MK terms, you have beaten Goro. Now time to fight Sang Sung.
Yeah.
Soon. However the fuck you say his last name.
Your soul is mine.
Your soul is mine.
Yep. But after the match backstage, Zarya gets med checked. No skin was broken, just a little knock to the windpipe. So she is medically cleared to still compete, which is good because Sol Ruka gives up her spot in the Battle Royal to Zarya.
Hey, you know how you just got stabbed in your throat and then dropped on your head? Go get him again, Tiger. Go get him, kid. Yeah, got it.
Sol explains it as, look, maybe I have been a little greedy. You should get a singles.
She says, no, I've been greedy.
Yeah. She's like, you should get a shot at a singles title.
You're trying to make Sol look like a face. Nah, bro. She's legitimately said, yeah, no, I've been greedy. I don't need a third title.
Go get him.
So, don't need a third title, which means we don't even have to think about that decision.
Ooh.
Yeah, you forgot about that match, huh?
Did they officialize it?
Yeah, it's official. I don't know when it's happening, but it's official. It's happening.
Shoot.
Because they, Flair and Bliss extended the offer out.
All right, the tag titles. Yeah.
Yeah, I said you already know the result of that now.
It'd be funny.
All I saw was a blank screen.
Yep.
Yeah, but speaking of
Speed titles.
yes, the men's speed tourney is announced with El Grande Americano still being your champion.
So we finally, in this tournament, have a rep from every single brand except...
Triple A.
No? Triple A? No, I was going to say except Evolve, but Evolve is in there.
Yeah.
TNA doesn't have a rep.
Yeah, they do. In the men's speed?
Oh, they do? Yeah, no, every
Yeah,
brand
Triple...
actually.
No, Triple A doesn't.
AAA does.
Wagner.
Trevin, if you look at the actual tournament bracket, AAA is listed for El Grande Americano.
What?
Yes. What indeed? What do you mean?
What?
When did this happen?
But anyways, the 4 men selected to be in this tournament to see who will face the El Grande Americano at Halloween Havoc. One of the matches from SmackDown, we have one Axiom versus from WWE Evolve, Sean Legacy, who you might know from his couple of matches in NXT where he was advertising Evolve and making it look good. P.S. It's not really.
Damn, okay. And then next, in your second tournament match, we have Jasper Troy taking on Zachary Wentz from TNA.
Who you might know from the Rascals.
I always forget that the speed title is not a cruiserweight title, and then when I saw Jasper Troy's ass in there, I said, what the fuck?
Yeah, no. Literally, the concept is speed, is be fast, win fast.
I think this is a perfect tournament for him.
Yeah.
Just kick Zachary Wentz's ass.
Yep. Be fast, win fast.
Both of these matches take place next week on NXT.
Yep. The finals will be at the Go Home show, and then the championship match will be at Halloween Havoc.
Do you think they do they move it off of El Grande Fucko?
Yeah.
I think they move it off of El Grande.
Yeah,
Fucko.
have him focus on his AAA and main roster storylines and give the speed title some actual limelight.
Yes. And now, a match that you thought was going to get limelight, but when I looked at my watch, I said, oh.
No.
This is going to go very quick. It is your tag team triple threat number 1 contendership match. So, in a backstage segment, which was very weird for one reason.
Bird Lady! Wearing a Tatum shirt, by the way.
Why?
Yeah, Lyra Valkyria is being screamed at by both the teams of Hank and Tank and Chase U, being like, look, after the Hardy Boys finish off their rematch against Dark State, those tag titles are going to need number one contenders. And they're arguing it should be us. The Calling walks in being like, if there's anyone who even has an inkling of being number one contenders, because both you have had a shot before the Hardys got it, it should be us, because we haven't gotten a shot since all these transitions. And Chase U and Hank and Tank go to Ava after some bickering, and it's made official as a triple threat to see who will be that next step up. And you realize, like, because you do check the time, it was about 40 minutes till the end of the show when this match started. Yeah, you realize because of the time, it's like, this match is probably going to be short. And you see that they're already doing their high spots from the bell ringing, and they're like, oh no, this is going to be a real quick match. And it's a quick match because it ends in a no contest. And you're wondering, how does a triple threat end in a no contest? There's no DQs.
Mm-hmm.
That's because a team returns and takes out all three other teams.
Yeah.
And that team returning is none other than OTM.
Oh my god! Yeah, we were talking about, hey, where the fuck is OTM? And now they're back, so that's cool.
Yeah. And they definitely made a return of taking out the three other contenders for the tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
all right. Now we have the main event. Sorry. Our main event of the evening is a 20 women over the top rope battle royal
to decide who JC Jane will defend her title against at Halloween Havoc.
All right, I have the full lineup here, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Grace, Lee Ying Lee, Mara Sade, Zaya Brookside, Heather by Elegance. They've listed Jordan Grace here twice. Victoria Crawford, Kalani Jordan, Jada Parker, Izzy Dame, Tatum Paxley, Lash Legend, Cassie Lee, Jessie McKay, who are the inspiration over in TNA, Kendall Gray, Lola Vice, Carmen Petrovich, Solaruka, which got subbed out for Zarya, Thea Hale, Ariana Grace, and Ren Sinclair. I thought they listed her twice.
No, yeah.
Who was I going to talk about? Victoria Crawford, for those who don't know, she was Alicia Fox in WWE for the longest time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And a fun little thing that they did when the bell rang and everyone entered and the match started. If you looked closely, you could see that the ring was divided from where the competitors were. TNA on one side and all the WWE reps on the other.
Mm-hmm. And
fun little Easter egg.
Right away, it looks like Tatum Paxley is going to get eliminated.
Oh no!
Which I was like, oh, Teehees are being shut down. But she does survive for the moment.
And the first person to be eliminated is another person that we've been saying on this podcast, where the F have they been? Carmen Petrovich.
Yeah. What fuck?
Bruh.
But, we move on. There is a spot where Mara Sade is going to be eliminated. And Lash Legend is holding on. And she's like, I could just let you go and fall. But pulls her up.
They hug each other a little bit. And Lash gets knocked, making her drop Mara.
Yep. And then, Lola Vice gets eliminated.
Yeah.
Jada Parker gets eliminated by Lash.
Yep.
And Lash gets eliminated.
Through the rest of the people in the ring, military pressing her out of there.
Which was very fucking impressive.
Yep. Because the reason why they were allowed to just do that is because security was out there, because Jada, being pissed at getting eliminated, was just beating up on, I forget who it was. She was a TNA person.
Zaya Brookside.
Zaya Brookside, there we go.
There was also a spot where Ariana Grace and Victoria Crawford are on the apron fighting, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I love you," and she eliminates Alicia or Victoria Crawford, and then she gets eliminated, and then she goes from saying, "I'm sorry, I love you" to her, to then yelling at her, going, "It's your fault! It's your fault! I'm out!" I was like, brother, what the fuck?
Yeah, but cool thing about this Battle Royal is that 2 Evolve reps actually make it pretty far in the Battle Royal as well.
Yeah, Callie Armstrong makes it pretty far, and Kendall Gray makes it to our final 4 after Zarya is being distracted by Blake Monroe coming out to help out a someone that ran out for no reason, Sol Ruka.
Yep.
She runs out just to get attacked.
Yep, Blake Monroe. Sol Ruka was out there at ringside cheering Zarya on. Blake sees the perfect opportunity to beat the brakes off Sol. Zarya sees her beating the brakes off Sol and is like, eliminates herself to go help and console Sol.
Yeah, and then we get down to our final 4, which are Jordan Grace, Tatum Paxley,
Izzy Dame, and Kendall Gray.
And Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray gets eliminated. And then it is Izzy Dame, Tatum Paxley, and Jordan Grace going at it. Now, Tatum Paxley gets thrown over the top rope, holding on by the ramp area. Yep. Jordan Grace is trying to loosen Tatum's grip by punching her.
And Izzy, after just eliminating Kendall Gray, she's riding that high. She's like, I got this. Goes for the classic clothesline elimination. Too much momentum as she goes over the top rope with her. And Tatum is...
See, he is our fucking imminent, loudest pop of the night.
Yeah.
Tatum Paxley is your number 1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship.
Yep. And the calling comes, not the calling comes out. Izzy is looking at like, what the frick?
Izzy is pissed.
Yep. And Fatal Influence with the 3rd christened member, Lainey Reed, coming out to sort of berate Tatum, being like, you ain't winning this. And from behind them, Bird Lady!
Yeah, she runs out to celebrate with Tatum.
And they hug and embrace, and that just pisses off Izzy even more.
Yeah. So, look, I'm going to give you a little spoiler for a prediction for Halloween Havoc. I'm predicting JC to retain. And I am happy to be wrong. I'm more than happy to be wrong on that pick. But I see it's either Izzy is going to cost Tatum or Lainey is going to help out JC. Unfortunately, I think this was Tatum's moment. And like I said, I'd fucking be ecstatic to be wrong here. I'm all here for a Tatum Paxley Women's NXT title run. But we shall see. But yeah, so for Halloween Havoc, Tatum Paxley versus JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship.
Yep. I believe.
And another match set for the card is Stax Lorenzo taking no, that's just next week.
Yeah, just next week.
Stax is taking on Leon Slater for the X Division title.
Yep, because he was named number 1 contender as a, as you can call it, an engagement gift.
Santino goes, well, my soon-to-be son-in-law would like a X Division title match. And Leon Slater's like, okay.
Yeah, and Ava's like, yeah, you can do it on our show too.
Yep. And that's...
More Leon on our NXT TV, because you can see him on TNA TV if you can find Access TV, but...
Yeah. But that's it for this episode of NXT. And that's it for this episode of Disqualified. I am your main roster predictions champion, Caleb. That is Beltless Trevin to my right. And behind the camera, as always, is our cameraman and producer, Zach, who is our NXT Predictions Champion. Sorry for the dip in camera quality. We have a new camera set up. But be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over. We will see you next time. Thank you for your time, and peace.
Bye!